What's up, you guys? It's your boy 3 Stacks, and today I want to go over the Invoked Witch Artifact deck again. It's really legit, and I've had more practice, more specifically with the Invoked engine, and learned a lot more potent ways and methods to use it. And so, yeah, I wanted to revisit this deck because it is definitely a top-notch deck. It's really powerful. The only problem that I've had with this deck is it struggles with like just grind games. It's like almost like the deck starts off grinding. It's not really like a deck that's consistent in pluses. It's just a deck that kind of can have a linear fashion and can dodge certain cards, but basically what it does is like you have one or two plays, maybe. The maximum is 3 plays per turn, which is not a lot compared to what other decks can do. So this is a control deck basically, and so there are a few card techs that I run in this deck that other people don't run, and yeah, you guys will see it. So starting off with the standard, Three of first, she's very beautiful. She reminds me of that girl off that Disney movie. It's like Frozen or something like that. She's gorgeous. I love her a lot. And then her ugly sister is Glass Bell, and I don't know what this one is. I mean, we can call it a chicken egg. I just don't know what it is. For all we know, I don't know. But yeah, the standard 3-2-1 ratio. If you want to run two of this, you can get away with it, but be aware that you will suffer from the hands where you draw into this and probably another one at times. So yeah, the standard 3-2-1 for me. And then 3 Mr. Crowley and 2 Grim Reaper to sum up the actual monster count. Maxi is actually at 1, but it's effective at March 31st, but I've actually just gone ahead and taken out all the Vanity's emptiness and adjusted my decks accordingly to the ban list so that I won't be in for any surprises. And we will talk about the ban list in a future video because I'm very upset about it, but we'll talk about that later. So yeah, that's the monster count. Like I said, the Maxi's not in this deck because I actually only own 4 Maxis, and they're actually all in separate decks. No, I'm sorry, I actually only own 2 Maxis now. I'm lying because my Goldberg Maxis, I sold them, and I think I bought Chinese food with them or something like that. No, I sold them and I bought some kind of food when I was at the food court when I was playing at regionals. I was pretty pissed because I was like, man, you know what, I should just never ate if that was the case. But yeah, anyways, let's get into the spells. Triple card of Demise. This is strange, I know. A lot of people don't run it, but this deck, in playtesting, I've had so many grindy games where I end up like top decking, you know, and when you're down to top decking, you're pretty much losing, and you just really this deck doesn't have good resource management like other decks do, so it's kind of like its strongest, absolute best play is to make Crystal Wing and Invoked Raijin. That's like its #1 top lot, you know, that's the play. Like, that's basically this deck's Zodiac Rapier combo in a sense. So if you break that, you know, it's pretty much after that, the deck is trying to keep up basically, and I hate that. So I like the Demise because it's more draw power than even Wonder Wand can offer you. This card lets you draw 3, where Wonder Wand actually sacrifices 2 to draw 2. And yeah, you can still special summon off of Wonder Wand, but also it also requires for you to have a monster. Which, you know, I mean, I understand the argument. Oh, you can know my Alistair, search a location, and draw. I mean, I understand that, but Demise is just an infinitely, just much more powerful card in my opinion. It's just you can always play it, and it's really good. The monster count is very low. That's another reason why I run Card of Demise, so I can actually dig into my monsters faster. Versus where if I was running Wonder Wand, I would need monsters for it. So it's just worked better for me. You don't have to run it. I don't ever say for anybody to net deck me. I don't even like net decking. I actually despise it. So I don't ever, you know, do deck profiles to be like, hey, copy me. I honestly just do it to be like, hey, let's share some ideas with each other because Yu-Gi-Oh is a creative game. And 3 of the absolute best field spell. This is better than Union Hager. And then 2 Optimus Prime because you just kind of have to. And then 2 Summoning Jutsu because this is like the best card in the deck. It's kind of like if the Invoked engine wasn't in this, the Wind Witches would not even be worth it, honestly, because they're like a one-time thing. It's like a one-night stand basically, and your one-night stand is him, and he's not gonna live forever. So yeah, that's why this deck is so good, honestly, because of the Invoked. It's not the Wind Witches, it's the Invokes that make it good. And then these are for going second, of course. 100% hollow, 0 comments, all high rarity. Well, the highest rarity that I can access right now. Basically triple barrier, the better barrier. And then 3 of the barrier that costs more but isn't better. It's strange. And then 3 of this because it's just too good. I mean, Strike dodges so many card effects that other decks just simply cannot. Other cards just simply cannot. Same thing with Warning. That's why I still run the Solemn Brigade. As long as it's not on the ban list, I'm gonna run it. And then 3 of my favorite Mirror Force, and then 2 more Mirror Force because that's just how I like it. I like lots of back row, and I like outs, and I don't want to die. That's the thing. I want to live. And then 2 Call the Haunted and 1 Torrential. No Vanities because if you guys didn't see, it's banned now, which I'm actually not surprised because so many people were crying and whining like little babies, like this card needs to be banned. That Konami eventually was like, all right, let's go ahead and change their diapers. So yeah, extra deck. This is pretty much standard. You can go into this guy to make this guy, and then this basically is like, because when you do the combo to make Crystal Wing, you burn through a Ice Spell, one Glass Spell, and one Snow Bell, but you're left with two Ice Spells and a Glass Spell. So with one Ice Spell and a Glass Spell, you can actually make a Clear Wing, which is still a formidable opponent. I mean, he's still a formidable threat to your opponent. And so yeah, that's it for the Synchros. No Stardust, nothing like that. Elysium, my actual favorite Invoked, and then two Mechaba, and two Raijin, Kaliga, because he's just skill drain. He literally is like skill drain. He's really strong. Kakaitis, Purgatrio, actually one of my other favorites, really really savage. And I believe that his theme from Purgatory or something like that, Purgatory, which is an actual place, like spiritual realm, some different stuff. And this guy I actually might not even run him no more because I don't think that Zodiacs are gonna be a thing for a while. I do believe that the deck is still good, trust me, and I found a way to play around the fact having two Rapier, which that's a secret I think I'm gonna keep, but it's just not gonna be played as much because the thing is when a deck gets in on the ban list, a lot of people they just be like stop playing it, not because it's not good, just because they just don't want to think. You feel me? So similar to like Monarchs, people are like oh the deck's dead, and then you see a genius figure out some way to make it powerful, and then everybody's like oh now we can play it, but they tried and then failed because it's a thought process, man. And then the rank fives. I know it's a lot of rank fives, but I just like the options and make it with two sites or a site and a Raijin. So yeah, that's the extra deck. That's the main deck. There is actually no side deck right now because my side deck has officially went back to my Herald of Perfection. Because yes, guys, I actually did take down my Zodiac deck simply because I wanted to use my Invoke because I only have one Invoked engine and I wanted to use my Invoked engine with the Wind Witches once again because I was just like sitting, like I have an extra crystal wing, and I'm like, you know what, I want to put this extra crystal wing to use. So I was like, let's just go ahead and make the deck, rebuild it, take the invokes out. And so if you guys see me running Zodiac again, it'll be pure Zodiac. So yeah. Well, tell me what you think about the deck. Give me your honest opinion and feedback on everything. Especially what's going on, because we're definitely gonna do a discussion about the ban list, which, again, not very happy about it, but it is what it is. And yeah, you guys stay innovative and creative, and you guys definitely be safe. Have a wonderful day. Take care of your business. Make good choices, and don't hurt your brain cells. Most importantly, peace.